Hey guys, what's up? I'm T.
I'm M.
And I'm Jay, and we're TMJ.
Particular, eminence, masseter, mandible. Need someone to study with. Send that text, get the notebook. My jaw is starting to hurt. I don't know when it will stop. Maybe it's a joint disc. Take your time to figure it out. How a joint capsule can enclose the TMJ.
The TMJ.
Don't let it slip away. It might deviate when you move your jaw. Don't be scared if it pops out. You can push it right back in. You can partially dislocate or just not open at all. Okay, let me get after it. Okay, everyone. So right here we have Sully the Scully. Hey, come on. And so he's gonna be demonstrating for us today as we go through everything. So first, articular eminence. It is this projection right here on the side of Sully. So this projection right here, this is how the mandible is actually able to stay in here. And this is the mandible that I was talking about. Okay, and then lastly we have the masseter. And it's a muscle that sits right on top of the cheek, right here. Boom. It's probably one of the strongest muscles in your body. Okay, so next we have the joint disc. This serves as like a cushion, right, between your temporal bone and your actual mandibular condyle. Let me show you where these things are. So first we have the temporal bone, and then the mandibular condyle is right here, and so it sits perfectly in there. Beautiful. This actually forms your temporomandibular joint, and this is why we are called TMJ. Thank you. A joint capsule completely encloses your TMJ. We have an inside and an outside layer, right? And so on the inside, it's the synovial fluid, right? That comes from the synovial membrane. As the synovial fluid is being made, it actually fills the joint with nutrients, and it also lubricates the area. That way your jaw is able to move. There's also another layer, which is the outside, and it's a fibrous layer, right? So it's making sure that completely encloses and everything is safe. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Depression. Elevation. Protrusion. Retraction. Lateral deviation of the mandible. Take your time and figure it out. How the joint capsule can enclose the TMJ. The TMJ. Don't let it slip away. It might deviate when you move your jaw. Don't be scared if it pops out. You can push it right back in. You can partially dislocate or just not open at all. Hey guys, I'm here. I'm gonna start out with the obvious, depression. So depression is what is called a rotational movement. And so this movement consists of your jaw essentially goes like, it's the lowering of the lower jaw. And I don't know if you knew this, but your mandible is the only bone on your skull that can move. And that's thanks to the TMJ. I don't know if y'all keep coming. So next, elevation. 180, hello. And this consists of, all right, you hear, depression, elevation, the raising of the lower jaw. And that goes back to, yeah. And so again, this is also a rotational movement. Next, protrusion. And so protrusion is bringing the lower jaw forward. So when you go, and this movement is called a gliding movement. You're gliding. Yes. So to pair with that, you're going forward. Guess what you gotta do? Come back. And this movement is called retraction. Moving on to what is called lateral
Deviation
Thank you.
Of the mandible.
Yes. And this is when called that, or it's called lateral excursion. And this involves the shifting of the lower jaw to one side, which occurs during mastication. And if you don't know, it's chewing. So, and guess what? Lateral deviation consists of both rotational and gliding movements. During lateral deviation, the contralateral disc plus the mandibular condyle glides forward and medially on the articular eminence in the upper synovial cavity, while the ipsilateral condyle disc remains stable position in the articular fossa, just rotating slightly. So, going on during mastication, power stroke. This power stroke involves a movement of laterally deviated position back to the midline. The foot is on the right, the mandible is deviated on the left. Just kidding, the right. It's deviated on the right. And guess what? Other way around. If you're chewing on the left, your mandible is deviated on the left.
Could I do it myself or seek a doctor's help? I've got one last thing to say. Could you treat TMD? Would you treat TMD, please? Okay, guys. With every good thing that's in the body, there comes some problems. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about. There's a lot of things that come along with the TMJ, such as temporomandibular dysfunction, which a lot of the time it just comes from like stress, clenching, grinding, things that we just do in our sleep. Fun fact, it's called bruxism, and they're parafunctional habits.
So fun.
There's some things that we can do at home to take care of this. They're what we like to call conservative treatments, which is just like ice packs, ibuprofen. It's what you do with any muscle that's sore, really. Yeah, you can do that. You can avoid extreme jaw movements, and you can just practice good relaxation exercises, managing your stress. So when you notice signs of TMD, go to your doctor and get a diagnosis. They'll be able to help you think of like better ways to treat your specific case, because no case of TMD is the same. Your dentist can prescribe an occlusal guard, which basically just goes over your teeth to keep your mandible like from locking in place for a long period of time. And also you can get a splint, which just keeps your jaw in the right place so that you don't like rotate that joint out of position to where you get stuck, and that's no fun. You can also seek help from other healthcare professionals if it gets that bad. Yeah, you can go get acupuncture. You can go to an oromyofunctional therapist. Yeah, they can just kind of work with you to keep your mouth in the right position so that you don't put as much stress on those muscles. You can also, just a new treatment, you can go get Botox injections, which kind of inhibit your muscle from contracting too much, and it relaxes that muscle so that you're not putting as much stress on that area. But again, you need a doctor to look at your specific case of TMD, because that might not work for everyone. It's not going to work for somebody who has problems with the actual joint and the bones, just the muscles around it. But the best option for you is just making sure you don't do any permanent treatment. You don't want to go get surgery when you can go take care of it with home remedies. So, yeah. There's no true treatment for TMD or a true cure, but we can manage it with these different things.
Don't let it slip away. It might deviate when you move your jaw. Don't be scared if it pops out. You can push it right back in. You can partially dislocate or just not open at all.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed our new video and really just enjoyed learning about TMJ and all of the things that come with that. It was a great time. I hope to see you guys soon. We're going on tour soon, so take care of yourselves, alright? We're out of here. Bye!
Say bye. Just say bye again. Oh, dang it.